Hey, Coach, it's Andrew from ESPN. Two questions. One, just kind of first, your teams are now 3-0 when you have 27 turnovers in a game. So I'm guessing that's a formula you should try to replicate, right?
Yeah, I think that, yeah, we'll put that on the board tomorrow to try to get to 27 or more turnovers. I think the real key there, yeah, 3-0 is a small sample size when you've coached as many games as I have. And the fact that it's only happened three times um, tells you how bad we were with the ball last night. So we got a long way to go. I think none of us are kidding ourselves on that. It was a good win. We showed great resilience. We did some very good things, but we also did a lot of things that we know have to improve greatly for us to have the kind of season that we want.
And one more on Steven, kind of going back to Will's question. How much of what he does are just things that are not going to show up in the box score every night?
Well, yeah, I mean, I think a lot of it. I mean, his help defense, um, his screen setting, his ability to execute offense. Uh, None of those things show up, and they help your team immensely. So, not everything, uh, not everything that affects winning shows up in a box score, and not everything in a box score affects winning.
Hey, Christian Clark here again. You guys put up 38 in the third quarter. When you guys are just rolling like that, I mean, last night, for example, how much are you calling plays and how much you're just saying, like, you guys go?
Well, listen, on misses, when we get stops, we're always just going. And quite honestly, that's when we've been at our best through the preseason and through the first game. When we're out in transition, uh, we've got two really good point guards who can make plays in the open floor. So that's where we're at our best. We've got to get better playing against set defense in the half court. That hasn't been nearly good enough, and a large part of that is me. I have to find a structure and a balance between a structure and a freedom that will allow our guys to flow a lot better than we are right now. That's one, quite honestly, where our players are going to have to overcome me until I get that figured out. I thought we were pretty good in our set offense when we called plays, particularly in the second quarter, but off made buckets, pushing it up the floor. We just have not been good. I don't think I've found the answer yet, but we'll continue to work at it.
What's up, Coach? This is Will again. Just after reviewing the film, what kind of stood out to you most about what you guys were able to do defensively in the second half, holding them to 42 points?
Well, I thought we did a much better job in our schemes and our pick and roll defense, not letting the ball get to the rim. And because the ball didn't get as deep, our closeouts were a little bit shorter on the threes, so we were able to contest a little bit better. But just being honest and being fair, like, we were a little bit better on our contests, and they just didn't shoot the ball well in the second half. And usually when you look at a number like 3 for 22 from three, it's going to be a balance of both. We did a better job, but they also missed, and we're happy that they did. So I'll give our defense some credit on that, but also they just had a rough half shooting the ball.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
All right.
Lead us off.
Thank you, Chris. Eric, a lot of players have different feelings on playing on Christmas. I was just wondering what your perspective is as far as, is it something that you like? Is it something you look forward to? Would you rather not play? What's on that day? What's your opinion about playing on Christmas?
I think it's special. Playing on Christmas, a lot of teams don't get to do it. Something you can always look back on and say you did something that's meaningful. And playing on Christmas is one of those things.
What's up, Eric? This is Will Guillory. When they're trapping the pick and roll the way they were last night, how impressive is it to see Steven doing stuff like hitting euros, making passes to the corner as a guy at his size?
Oh, it's huge. It's huge. Our biggest thing, once two people guarding the ball, it means someone's open. Pass the ball. Then, once the point guard got two on them, you give it up and let the next man make the play. And last night, I thought, Steve did a great job of, making a second read, and we're gonna need that all season long.
Hey, Eric, Christian Clark with Null.com. You guys scored 38 in the third quarter. Just what did it feel like out there when you guys kind of got rolling there a little bit?
I was just confident playing together, playing as a team. I think we've been doing a great job in preseason practice. Look, eyes on the rim, when we get it. And you ain't got it, make a play, move, pass the ball and move your body. And I thought we did a great job, playing both ends of the floor, staying poised out there when they did go on that run.
Hey, Erica, this is David Grubb with thebirdrights.com. Shout out to you from Birmingham, man. I got a lot of people there from there. My mom's from there, my whole family over that side. But my question for you is, do you think it's advantageous for this team to get to play teams like Toronto and Miami to start the season, particularly where you guys are trying to learn yourselves? You get to go up against two of the best defensive teams in the league right off the bat. Is that something that you kind of look at that challenge and are excited about it?
Of course, you always excited for a challenge, but at the same time, I think we just focus on ourselves. How can we get better individually and as a team? Every game gonna be different. We just go in and try to follow the game plan, and for the most important part, compete. Compete out there. Give ourselves a chance to win the game.
What's up, Eric? This is Will again. Talking to JJ last night, he used some colorful language to describe what he was yelling at you every time you made a three last night. What's it been like just hearing the encouragement from your teammates, how much they're pushing you to shoot more three-pointers, and how important do you think that's going to be knowing the attention B.I. and Zion draw every night?
I think it's huge. I didn't hear what he was saying or know what he was saying there until after the game. He told me. He told me every time he said it. Every time I shot the ball, he said that. But I think it's huge. My teammates, like I said, Stan been doing a great job of staying on me to shoot the ball. Especially when I'm open. He don't care about missing to make it. He want me to have that confidence in taking that shot, and that's what I'm gonna continue doing.
All right. Thank you, Blood.
Okay.
All right, everybody. We'll get started with Steven. Christian Clark, you can lead us off.
Hey, Stephen, Christian Clark with Noel.com. Stan talked a little bit last night about how valuable your ability to kind of defend two guys at once was. Like when a guy is taking the ball to the rim, on the pick and roll or whatever, and you're kind of splitting the distance between your guy. When you're in those situations, like just what is your approach?
Those situations, they're pretty rare, but like it's just one of those things, man, where I'm at a huge disadvantage because you're playing two guys. So you just play more of the numbers game. And if they take a shot, I'm not going to commit to one guy and then give the other guy completely over. Or I may do, but my mentality is more just like try and make them make more decisions because it'll just slow them down more. Yeah, so that's all I'm doing, bro. A lot of people do it. You just stunt at them or whatever, and yeah, blah blah blah, boring stuff.
Not at all. Hey, Steven, Aaron with Fox Sports New Orleans. We also asked Coach last night about that Euro stuff of yours. And I know he said he feels your footwork and your skill are largely underrated. Do you agree with that? And where does that footwork come from?
I don't know. It depends on who's rating it, I guess, eh? No, but other than that, I don't know. It's just my feet. It's how I move.
Hey, Steven, this is David Grubb from thebirdrights.com. The three things that Coach talked a lot about in the preseason defensively was slowing teams down in transition, controlling the glass in the paint, and then limiting penetration. How do you guys feel like you did on those areas last night? And what do you think the next level up is for you?
I think we did okay. Again, it's another good baseline. I think because regular season games are much different to the preseason games. But yeah, I think it was a good start, man. And I guess last night I felt our rotations were good. They managed to penetrate the paint, but then we were able to shut it off at certain times, right? So it's just keeping that consistency. We're not going to keep them out of the paint. We're not going to keep any team out of the paint, right? It's just how you adjust, and if you could rotate and scramble after something like that happens, right? So I felt like we're getting better at that, and so that's in terms of progressing. That's what we do need to get better at. We can't rely on just fully shutting someone down. Players are just too good, right? It's more about just how can we adjust and help rotate, blah blah blah.
Hey, Steven, this is Jim from Pelicans.com. I was wondering, do you have an opinion on playing on Christmas? Is it something that you enjoy? Are you? Does it matter to you at all? What's your perspective about playing on Christmas?
Yeah, I think it matters a lot. To me personally, it does, and it's more just because not every team plays on Christmas, so it's actually a huge honor, and it should be treated as such that you get to play on Christmas Day. Yeah, just means that you're one of the special teams, I guess, right? That's how I looked at it. Might be on my own in this one, but I think we're pretty special there.
All right. Thank you, Steven. Appreciate it.
Gracias.
Just no problem.